Hello there. In this episode, we are discussing the topic of weddings. I chose this topic because weddings have become very expensive affairs, significantly impacting the lives and finances of many families. While we can understand the desire of certain groups to have grand weddings within their means, we cannot ignore the struggles of common people trying to meet society's ever-increasing expectations, which seem to raise the minimum standards for weddings year after year. With this in mind, I intend to share my personal opinion on how and why we need to lighten the burden on people with limited income and savings. Forget about the extravagant weddings we see all over social media. Let's take a closer look at the reality of common wedding practices among our own people. There are many who live hand to mouth, relying entirely on their harvests or a few $1,000 of support from government programs for the poor and unemployed. Some may have jobs, but their earnings are often just enough to cover daily expenses, leaving no room for savings. In such a situation, expecting someone preparing for a wedding to provide mitten, pigs, and other gifts on top of the challenge of starting a new family is simply not justifiable. We need to move away from these conventional practices that expect such contributions from the groom's family as well as specific gifts from the bride's family on her wedding day. Once we let go of these unwritten yet widely accepted customs, the financial burden on the couple's families can be lifted. This is not to say that weddings with good decorations, food, and gifts are pointless. These are wonderful, as long as they don't become a financial burden on the couple, their families, or others. However, for the majority of our people, this is not the case. So, the most ideal and God-honoring wedding for those in the poorer sections of society would be a simple ceremony conducted in the church, followed by tea and snacks for the attendees based on the couple's budget. And affordable suits and dresses can be chosen for the event, ensuring the focus remains on the union rather than the expenditure. Such practice would allow wedding attendees the freedom to come and witness the ceremony guilt-free, even without bringing gifts, creating a more joyful and stress-free experience for everyone. Let us allow the freedom to choose such simple yet blessed and meaningful weddings while still respecting the preferences of those who can afford grander celebrations. To substantiate my point on simple and God-honoring weddings, let me share 4 important statements from men and women of God. David Platt, he said, "Simplifying your wedding isn't about sacrificing beauty. It's about revealing the beauty of Christ through your union." Francis Chan. The extravagance of a wedding doesn't matter. The humility and commitment in the marriage do. Start your life together focused on God, not appearances. Tim Keller. Marriage is about a lifelong commitment, not a one-day celebration. A simple wedding can focus our hearts on what truly matters, God's design and the couple's vows. Ruth Graham, wife of Billy Graham, said, "When love and faithfulness are present, simplicity in a wedding can be as profound and meaningful as any grand ceremony." Just because society views simple weddings as cheap or unspecial doesn't mean we must conform to that thinking. We've been conditioned to think this way, but we can change the narrative if we truly want to. It's not about abandoning good traditions or fulfilling certain wedding rituals expected by society. It's about deconstructing such practices that are not practical for the common masses. And it's about correcting the unnecessary pressures and fears associated with those practices that are commonly accepted and believed to be good for years and years. To support this message, I've included links in the description box to other discussions on this issue by people from our own communities. So you may have a look and go and check out the videos and see what they have to say about it. I hope this video helps you in some way. And if it does, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends to spread the message farther. And if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I would also love to hear from you. If you have something to share, please leave a comment so we can learn from each other. And as always, I thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.